Welcome to another Demarcation Media LEGO review. Today I'm going to be looking at Quantum Realm Explorers from the new movie Ant-Man and the Wasp. Before I get started, just wanted to say if you hear weird background noise, it's just because it's raining pretty hard here. So just kind of ignore that. Alright, so we have this here sealed. So I'll be doing unboxing this and building it as well. I'm going to try to do it a little bit quicker than my last video because my last video kind of stretched on a little too much. So let's jump in and look at the box real quick before popping the seals on this one. I have not seen Ant-Man and the Wasp yet, so I'm going to be doing this review totally spoiler free. So, I don't even know who this character is. Ghost. Cool looking outfit, but I don't know who it is yet. The front of the box looks cool. It seems like they're real small, like the background. I don't know what they're supposed to be in, but it looks like they're in sort of a machine, maybe. There's the Ant-Man and the Wasp, not Lego. And on the side here, they're kind of in the same pose, but this time they are Lego. The top of the box shows all the minifigures, Ant-Man actual size. The back just shows, all the features of the set. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's kind of pull back a little bit and get this open. Alright, there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Once again, I have this ridiculously oversized knife. Let's do this without cutting myself. There we go. Right. I'm actually kind of surprised at the size of these bags. They're pretty large for a small set like that. Oh, it looks like it doesn't come with any of those little comics that they frequently put in superhero sets. That's too bad. Small sticker sheet, not too bad. Looks like 6 stickers. That's a respectable amount. Alright, so let's get some of these open. It's pretty good sized bunch of pieces. Ooh, helicopter, like, landing skid. And, wait, what? A trophy? That's weird. Not sure what that's for. Maybe it has some significance in the movie. Or maybe it's just a random thing that Lego stuck in there. Ooh. That's nice. 2 printed windshield pieces. That's pretty slick. That could be useful for custom builds. Okay, so a couple things just happened. The batteries in my camera died, so that's why that last video cut off kind of awkwardly. And I found... Let's see, focus. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch. I found this in my set. And I didn't buy this set, I was given it by a friend, and turns out he somehow got this box open, got the bags open, and snuck this into one of the bags and sealed it all back up without it looking like he actually opened it. So this is a custom tile. I'll put the link to where you can buy it in the description, and it looks really, really cool. I thought it was a real Lego thing at first. I was pretty convinced because I just look and it's sitting in the pieces down there. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Alright, So let's get back to the actual build. And like I said, I'll put the link to this in the description so that you can get one yourself if you want one. So that build was actually a lot more challenging than I was expecting from other reviews I've seen, and even just on the box you can see this has a lot of detail, but there's actually a lot of really clever building techniques in there, a lot of really interesting pieces, especially that. I've never seen that before. I don't know if it's a new piece or if it's just an old one that I haven't seen before. So real quick, let's take a look at the extras, and then we'll go through kind of all the accessories and then the figures, and then we'll end with the little quantum explorer vehicle. So there are the extras. That's a pretty good little selection of extras. There's a silver roller skate, a gold roller skate, one of these little whatever this is, which is useful, extra throttle, lever thing, an extra one of these printed 1x1 round pieces, extra gold bucket handle, extra T-bar, some silver studs, some clear studs for extra ammo, and an extra trigger, which I really don't need because I have hundreds of them already. But hey, there's only one instead of like 3, like usual. So moving from here over to the accessories. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So the gold trophy, that doesn't make sense, but okay, it's a cool piece. I'll take it. There's a canister of the Pym particle, which if you haven't seen the first movie, that's basically what makes Ant-Man's suit shrink. So there's just like a bunch of these in his suit, and that's basically what powers it, pretty much. And then there's 2 power blasts for Ghost. I think I'm going to start with Wasp, since there's kind of a lot of hate flying around out there for the mask in particular. I think most people like the rest of the figure, but just not the mask. And I'll agree that it's not ideal, but it looks pretty good to me. Personally, I think it works. It does look pretty flat, you know, on the front, but Lego's done a pretty good job of giving you the illusion of, you know, depth in there. So I personally don't really see why everyone hates it so much. There seems to be a lot of hate for this helmet piece in particular, maybe just because Lego seems to be using it for everything. But yeah, I think it works. The eyes are not see-through, obviously, but it looks pretty cool, and you could actually probably use this for custom creations, like some sort of space troopers or something. The face underneath, I think that looks pretty appropriate. I think that's actually Princess Leia's face. I think that's what it was originally made for, but it works. Let's take off these wings. I think the wings are a little bit small, just based on the pictures that I've seen. But the torso looks great and looks accurate. I actually think the back looks even a little bit cooler than the front. And then, since the wings are translucent, you can actually kind of see the mechanical detail through the wings. So yeah, I actually like this figure. It's a good figure. And the legs, you can see the legs have no printing, but if you want legs with printing, the legs from Ayesha from the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 sets work quite well, actually. So that's what Ayesha's legs look like. So if you really just don't like the plain blue, then I think this is a great alternative. Next up, we have Ghost, who, as I stated before, I have no idea who this person is. But, as I also said before, this suit is really cool looking. It's like some shiny detail in there. It's very mechanical, and then there's like, it's like some cool texture on there. The face is suitably, I don't know, it's pretty freaky, but not too freaky. I don't know, it just looks cool. And then there's a gray hood, which I appreciate. And then I was actually really surprised that Lego did this. You turn the head around and look at that. There's the person's face underneath. I still don't know who it is, but hey, that's cool. Oh, yeah, back printing. That's pretty cool. That reminds me of like Pacific Rim suit where it would like attach into the Jaeger. So yeah, that's cool. I'm not as excited as maybe I would be about this figure if I had seen the movie first. But that'll probably change after I actually see the movie. Ant-Man, on the other hand, I'm very excited to see a new version of Ant-Man because the original one is actually really expensive. I didn't realize how expensive he was, so I recently looked him up. So this is a entirely new suit, except for, I mean, the helmet's the same. So let me just show you like a comparison real quick. Yeah, like I think it's more squared off, like especially up in the torso. The belt looks mostly the same. The back of the suit looks very different. This one looks it looks a lot more high-tech and newer. So I really like that. I really like the more squared off design. I like the shiny bits in here. I like how well the printing travels from the torso through the hips and to the legs. That's really nice. As I said, the helmet's the same as before, so it's got the open mouth. The head is not the same as before, though, fortunately, because the other one was okay. Looks similar, but it's not the same. I'm not sure why they didn't give him a face with a beard, because Scott Lang kind of has a little bit of a beard. The cocky smile works, though. I like that. It looks very much like a Scott Lang expression. This to me looks more like Frodo, though. It just doesn't. That doesn't say Scott Lang to me. That says Frodo. Yeah. The first face is cool. Second face is. I could have done without that, I think. Maybe an angry face would have been better. You see like a grin through there. Yeah, I think Lego did a great job on this figure, and I think this will probably drive the price of the original Ant-Man down a little bit, but now people have an opportunity to get the newer figure, and I really appreciate that. So I realized that I forgot an accessory, actually. I had put it in the little Quantum Explorer thing. There's a little space behind the seat for it, and it's this gun? They say to give it to Ant-Man. So maybe it's like a shrink gun? I don't know. Looks pretty cool. Whoops. Yeah. So, that's a thing. This vehicle is great. I've said this multiple times. I haven't seen the film, so I don't know how accurate it is. I've heard people say that it is actually pretty accurate, but I won't really talk about that because I can't. I will say it looks amazing, though, just without even seeing the film. The small amount of stickers really helps the look. Like, I really like these stickers here. It looks really nice. I like how it's kind of dented. There's sort of a shiny bit. The built detail, though, is great. Look at that. There's silver roller skates up here, gold roller skates up here. All of these, like, I don't know what these are, truck exhaust kind of things. And these pods can be angled around, just for steering, I guess. I really, really, really like the gray barrels used as, like, the main thrusters. That looks really cool to me. I think, don't quote me on this, but I heard that the designer who made this set was the same one who worked on the exosuit. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I could definitely see that. It has a lot of the same kind of detail as the exosuit did. Look, the side building, it's just so good. And then they use this to kind of create a bubble here. They use the kind of half bubble and then close up the sides with the new printed pieces. That's really good. There's little manipulator arms on the front, I guess, for like grabbing the trophy. I don't know. That's cool. Yeah, this is a great vehicle. I really like it. I think Lego did a great job here, and I'm looking forward to seeing it in action in the film. I don't know, maybe it's just me, or it kind of looks like it looks very bug-like. Angle it like that. Looks kind of like an ant. Like one of those flying ants, sort of. Yeah. They did a great job. Oh yeah, before we move on, there's stud shooters here. I think probably in the film there's lights there, but they turn them into stud shooters just for extra play. Before I give my final thoughts on this, I just wanted to make sure I showed how Ant-Man fits into the Quantum Explorer. He just sits on the seat. There's a couple throttles for him to grab, to steer. And this just angles nicely over him. Ta-da. He's in there, all snug and ready to explore atoms, I guess. Guess that's what he would be flying through. Anyway, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this set is probably 100% better than the first Ant-Man set. Because, for one, it doesn't have any random, useless characters like that black-suited Hank Pym Ant-Man from the first set. That was just really random. And it doesn't really have the problems that they had with the first one. You know, there was like problems with the ant's legs. There was 2 different versions. There's none of that here. All the figures are great. I know a lot of people will disagree with that because of Wasp's helmet, but like I said, I actually think it looks pretty good. The Quantum Explorer is excellent. It's no fluff here. It's just all solid detailing. This is a great display thing, honestly, if you just want to stick it on a shelf and display it. But it's also solid enough to swoosh it around, and it feels very swooshable. Yeah, it's great. I would definitely recommend you pick it up if you like Ant-Man, or if you're just a Marvel fan in general. I did find out that this is a Walmart exclusive, so it's a little bit hard to find, especially since a lot of people want it. My Walmart was wiped out within like a week. But if you can't find it at a Walmart, if you just go to Lego's shop website, you can buy it straight from them. And if you spend $35 on there, then you get free shipping. So that's good. So yeah, for the price, for what you get, this is an excellent set. I highly recommend you pick it up. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, you can subscribe. There will be a new video each month. I alternate in between doing Lego reviews and action figure reviews. So if you like either of those, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.